It has this really beautiful, intricate design to the fabric. On this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the fan and V-stitch. I'm going to be using 4mm hook and some cotton yarn size 4. So for this stitch, you want to start with a foundation chain that's a multiple of 8 plus 2. So in my case, I have 18. For row 1, we're going to do 1 single crochet into the second chain from the hook. So we're skipping 1 and into the second, a single crochet. And now we're going to start the row repeat. We're going to skip 3 chains and then work 9 double crochets into the next. So we're skipping 1, 2, 3 into the next one, 9 double crochets all into the same chain. So this is 1, 2, and so basically do 9 double crochets here, and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, I've got 7 double crochets right now, but I want to show you that my next chain is getting really cinched up. That's because I'm doing a lot of stitches into one of the chains. So you got to be careful not to miss that next chain in the count of the repetitions. So I'm going to do my last 2 here. This will be my 8th. And this will be my 9th. But again, my next chain got basically hidden. I'm going to pull the foundation chain a little bit to make sure that I don't skip that one. So I've done 9 double crochets into the same chain. We're going to continue the row repeat. We're skipping 3 chains and then doing 1 single crochet into the next. So making sure I don't miss that one that I got to skip. So we're skipping 1, 2, 3 into the next, a single crochet. And that ends the row repeat. We can go back to the beginning of it by skipping 3 chains, then doing 9 double crochets into the next, then skipping 3 and doing 1 single crochet into the next. So do that and I'll see you at the end of the row. Okay, so at the end of the row here, you're going to be left with 4 chains. Right now you can only see 3 because the 4th one's kind of hidden, but there's a 4th one there and then 3 more. So we're going to skip 3 and into the very last one doing my single crochet. And this here is the end of row 1. For row 2, we're going to chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and flip our work. We're going to do 1 double crochet into the very first stitch. So into the first stitch, 1 double crochet. And now we're going to start the row repeat. You're going to chain 5. And now we're going to skip the 9 double crochet group and work a V-stitch into the next single crochet. So we're skipping all of this, finding that single crochet, which is here, and into there, we're going to work the following. You're doing a double crochet, a chain 1, and another double crochet into the same stitch. And that we'll call a V-stitch. As you can see, it has the shape of a V. And that ends the row repeat. You can go back to the beginning of it by chaining 5, 4, 5, skipping the 9 double crochet group, and then doing a V-stitch into the next single crochet. Now, when you're at the end of the row, it's going to be a little bit differently. You're going to do the chain 5, skip the 9 double crochet group, and then do 2 double crochets into the last single crochet. That's for the end of the row. Rather than doing a V-stitch, you're going to do 2 double crochets into the last single crochet. And this here is the end of row 2. For row 3, we're going to chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and flip our work. You're going to work 4 double crochets into the very first stitch. So into that first stitch there, you do 4 double crochets. That is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to start our row repeat. We're going to work over the next 5 chains. So you're going to work 1 single crochet into the 5th double crochet of the group in the row below. So we're going to find the 5th double crochet. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is basically the middle one of the arch. and you're working over this, over the chain 5 from the previous row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into that 5th double crochet, we're going to do a single crochet. What that does is that kind of closes that gap there, and it brings it together. And now you're going to work 9 double crochets into the space at the center of the next V-stitch. So the V-stitch is here. You know how you have one chain in the middle. Into there, we're doing 9 double crochets. So do 9 double crochets into that space, and I'll see you when you're done that. Okay, I just finished my 9 double crochets into the center of the V-stitch, and that ends the row repeat. You can go back to the beginning of it by doing that single crochet into the 5th double crochet of the previous arch over the chain 5. So let's do that together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into there, we insert our hook, and you want to make sure that the chain 5 is kind of under it. And now you single crochet. To bring that together, continuing the row repeat, if you have more stitches, you would then do 9 double crochets into the center space of the next V-stitch. However, in my case, I'm at the end of the row. So instead of doing that, we're going to do 5 double crochets into the top of the turning chain. So after doing that single crochet there, I'm going to find the top of the turning chain, and into it do 5 double crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this here is the end of row 3. For row 4, we're going to chain 3 and flip our work. You're going to skip 5 double crochets and then do 1 V-stitch into the next single crochet. So you're skipping those 5 double crochets into the single crochet, doing a V-stitch, which is a double crochet, chain 1, and into the same spot, another double crochet. And now we're starting the row repeat. You're going to chain 5. You're going to skip the 9 double crochet group and then do 1 V-stitch into the next single crochet. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing 1 chain. And now we're skipping all of this and then doing a V-stitch into the next single crochet. Remember, for a V-stitch, it's a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And that ends the row repeat. You can go back to the beginning of it by chaining 5, skipping the 9 double crochet group, and then doing a V-stitch into the next single crochet. At the end of the row, however, you're going to do a chain 2. After you've done the V-stitch, you chain 2. And then you're going to work a slip stitch into the top of the turning chain. So we find the turning chain, and into it do a slip stitch. And that there is the end of row 4. For row 5, we're going to chain 1 and flip our work. You're going to work 1 single crochet over the slip stitch into the first stitch of the row below. So you know how you did that slip stitch? You're going to go over it and find the double crochet of the previous, not the previous row, but the one before. So row 3 basically. So we find that double crochet and into the top of it do a single crochet. This is essentially kind of closing it together again. And now we start the row repeat. You're going to work 9 double crochets into the space at the center of the next V-stitch, which is here. Into that chain 1 between the double crochets, do 9 double crochets. So I'm going to do these 9 double crochets and see you in a minute here. Okay, I just did my 9 double crochets into the middle of the V-stitch. Now we can continue over the next chain 5 that you have. You're going to work 1 single crochet into the 5th double crochet of 2 rows ago. Like we did previously, we find the 5th double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we go over the previous row into the top of that double crochet, doing a single crochet just to close that space. And that ends the row repeat. We can go back to the beginning of it by doing 9 double crochets into the next V-stitch into the center space, and then doing 1 single crochet into the 5th double crochet of 2 rows ago over the chain. So do that until you get to the end of the row, and I'll see you when you're there. So I just did the 9 double crochets, and now I'm going to finish off this row by just doing 1 single crochet into the first chain of the turning chain. Into there, we're going to do 1 single crochet. And that there is the end of row 5. So moving forward, you just want to repeat rows 2 through 5 until you have the desired length of your work or a finished swatch. This is beautiful. I like this one a lot. This is quite literally a combination of fans of double crochets and V-stitches. So that's a really beautiful pattern, actually. A little open, like right where the fans are on top of the V-stitches, but very intricate design. Beautiful. And now the trailer. It has this really beautiful, intricate design to the fabric. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.